and gentlemen, meet Malia. Malia is 7 years old. In fact, she just had her birthday last week. Malia weighs just around 3,000 pounds. The other little juvenile female we have, she is at stage right now, and her name is Nalani. Nalani and Malia look very, very similar. I know it's very hard. It even takes us a couple of months of working here before we can tell them apart. But once we see the differences, it's very easy for us to see the differences in the way that they look, whether it's their faces, the way that their eye patches look. Now, Nalani was born right here at SeaWorld Orlando also. I was lucky enough to be there for both of their births, and it has been a joy to watch them go from 350 pounds to the size that they are right now. This beautiful whale right here, she's an adult female, so you guys can see how big an adult female can get. She weighs 6,000 pounds. Her name is Kayla. Kayla was born at SeaWorld of Texas. Now, we interact with our killer whales in many different ways. If you guys came here earlier today, you saw us exercise them, hang out with them, and just give them rub downs, play with them, give them toys. We also ask for lots of big jumps and fun behaviors like that. Then we also are always teaching them new things. You guys are here right now for what we call a learning session. Now, we do these different types of interactions so our killer whales have a very balanced life. They're not doing the same thing every single time we come over and interact with them. It also lets us have a balanced relationship with them. We get to know the different sides of their personality. So like I said, right now, we are teaching brand new behaviors, and if you guys come back and see One Ocean next month, we're going to have some of these behaviors in the show. Now, some behaviors take a matter of months to train. Some take years. So it's all about taking little baby steps and making it fun. Having you guys backstage, you get to see some of our training tools that we use that you don't get to see normally if you just come and see One Ocean. One of those training tools we use are these whistles. You guys can hear us blowing the whistles. You're gonna also hear them at the Whale and Dolphin Show. What do these whistles mean? They tell the animals, great job, come back to me and something fun and wonderful will happen. So, we have Malia. She can be doing a jump all the way across the pool. Ashley will blow her whistle. Malia will hear it and go, ah, that's exactly what Ashley wanted. And she's going to come back to Ashley, and she's going to have a little party waiting for her. Now, when our killer whales do these behaviors that we want to see them keep doing, we're going to give them something fun. All right, Ashley just asked Malia to go do that jump over here. Joe's going to help her out. Let's listen for that whistle. Beautiful. Did you guys hear the whistle? Malia heard it also. Joe's over there. He's going to give her a little bit of party. You guys can watch right now. Joe having a nice little time with her. Now we're going to give our killer whales something that they seem to enjoy. What's one thing you guys think a whale might like? Fish. It's true. Killer whales do definitely like their fish. Kayla eats 120 pounds of fish a day. Nalani and Malia eat 100 pounds of fish a day. Now here's the deal. Our killer whales get that entire amount of fish no matter what. We make their buckets early in the morning, and we're going to make sure they get that fish because that amount is determined by our veterinary staff. We weigh our killer whales twice a week. Straight in front of me is actually our killer whale size scale. That's how I know how much they weigh. So our vets will tell us, I want Nalani to get 100 pounds of fish, so we're going to make sure she gets that. So we have to find out other things that our killer whales seem to enjoy. Some other things our killer whales like that you might not know or think of are, one thing is ice. We'll give them little pieces and big blocks. Something that's interesting is Kayla right here. She would choose ice over fish any day. Our other adult female, Katina, not so much. So it's important for you to get to know your whale. We also will give them rub downs. We've got over 30 killer whale sized toys, and we give them Jello. We give them unflavored Jello that we can make all sorts of different textures. We can also throw a party for them, jump up and down, pour water on their back and their mouth, get out a fire hose. We've got lots of different things that we've figured out that our killer whales seem to enjoy. You guys can see right now, Kristen is giving Kayla a nice little rub down over there. That's why it's important for us to get to know our killer whale. It's like that they all have different likes and dislikes. Some whales like a certain part of their face touched, other whales like a certain part of their tail touched. Like I said, Kayla likes ice. Some of our other whales don't like ice so much. It's important for us to get to know them. Now we are working on a behavior we call the butterfly with Kayla. You guys can see she's doing a great job. This is a brand new behavior where she swims around the perimeter of the pool and she flaps both of her pectoral flippers. Eventually she's going to do the entire pool with one trainer that just asked her to do the behavior. Right now Lynn is helping her out with pole. This is called a target pole. We teach them to touch different parts of their body to the end of the target pole. It's the same thing as our hand. We ask them to touch our hand. They'll touch it nice and gently. Same thing with the target pole. We can then use that pole to help direct them where we want them to be in the pool. You guys are seeing it with Joe over there. He's tapping the surface of the water, bringing it up nice and high to get Malia out of the water. We're using it with Kayla to kind of slow her down and also to help show her that she needs to be moving her pectoral flippers. You guys can see Kristen is touching Kayla to remind her, okay, you need to wiggle both of those pectoral flippers. Now, it's Kristen's job to make sure Kayla's having fun in this session, no matter what, because no matter what a killer whale weighs, you can't make a killer whale do anything they don't want to do. So everything that they do is voluntary. You guys can see Ashley has Milani slid out right now. Giving her a nice little rub down. You guys heard Kristen blow the whistle? Kayla did too, so now she's going to come back to her trainer. And Kristen just gave her a salmon, if you guys saw. Ginormous salmon. Kayla loves salmon.